Diego, California, and this is my 2006 Honda S2000. I actually purchased this car from a gentleman out of Hawaii with 8,000 miles on the car a couple years ago. He was relocating out of the country and it broke his heart to sell it. Saw it literally of all places on Craigslist. So yeah, I took a nice boat ride here from Hawaii, and I actually kept it stock for a year. I wasn't going to modify it, you know, because it had only 8,000 miles on it. And I thought to myself, what fun is that really? Just because you have a collector's car, it doesn't mean it has to sit there. It's kind of almost a waste to take an S2000 that's completely ready to go and not, you know, have fun with it. So I decided to send the car to LHT Performance out of Florida, and I always watch their videos. They're really, really meticulous with the S2000 and other projects that they take on. And one of the things that was unique about them is they only take one car at a time. There's an appointment, and all of their efforts are on your car at the time. And John and Esther and George over at LHT did an amazing job on the car. I supplied a lot of the parts and for the build, and they basically put it together with their touch. So the car actually has a 62mm turbo. It's a comp oilless triple ball bearing. It's a 6062 with an A2AR. The cool thing about the oilless turbo that I wanted to touch on, you know, when something's new, people are like, what is this? Is it reliable? They're extremely reliable, but what's great about them is you can mount the turbo anywhere. You put it in the back, you can flip it upside down, you can put it underneath, and that's really part of the magic of this setup and why it's so reliable. Engine oil doesn't get heated up, you don't have to tap the oil pan, and you know, it's the way to go. So all of my cars run these oilless turbos, and I absolutely love them. The car runs on ethanol, 1700cc injectors, and real happy with the Radium engineering kit that I got. It's got a surge tank, an E85 450 pump, and it's flawless. It's a deadhead system, and it runs the stock fuel pump for a pickup and then goes into the surge tank. It's been amazing. We're at like 60% duty cycle, never had a problem. Very reliable for the 06 to 09s. So for fuel, we run pure E85. This is not flex fuel by choice. Normally we run pump gas, but when I am lucky enough, we can get some Torco, and that's what we'll be running today. Torco E85 is amazing. There is a huge difference between regular E85 or pump E85 and race E85 from Torco. It's awesome. So hopefully it wakes it up and get a few extra miles an hour out of it. So they spent a lot of time making the manifold and putting their special touch on the car. The first thing that they did was they made an equal length manifold utilizing the stock heat shield, which is amazing. I wanted that OEM reliability. They put the turbo down low, which is where I wanted it. I wanted the heat out of the engine bay as much as possible and away from the cooling area. Typically you'll see turbos right here next to the radiator. I'm not a big fan of that because we're trying to cool the car down, not heat it up. So I thought it would have made more sense to stay in the exhaust track down there. So we did that. They did a custom intercooler. I mean, everything. They did everything here. I added this. They did a custom engine mount. I mean, just tons of things. Coilovers. You name it, it was done to this car. But it is a 100% stock engine, including the valve springs. Everything is stock. The drivetrain is stock. The system is a custom LHT Performance. They made it special for me. It's a 3-inch to dual 2.5, and it's very stock looking. That was the whole theme on the car, to keep a stock appearance. Stock wheels, just R AAA tires, and that's it. I'm hoping 150 plus. Car's making, it's turned down right now. It's making about 500. It can make over 700 horsepower reliably. I just, long road trip, and we don't want to do anything crazy and snap anything, so we'll be taking it easy on the stock driveline. Like I said, it's a 100% stock except for clutch and flywheel.
Cool.
So we're running a Clutch Masters 400.